Good day, YTPC. Doing something a little different. I have a pipe and a story, and I'm going to do some questions and answers that I've been asked and replied to over the last couple of years, but do a video response to the answers. Um, so let's get started with the questions and the stories that kind of maybe possibly go along with them. A question I get asked a lot is, what's my favorite pipe? Nobody's ever asked if they mean brand, style, shape, what have you. So, just to give it a little bit of thought, and came up with this answer. My favorite pipe is whatever one I own that's in my collection. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't own it. My favorite style of bowl is a Dublin. Um, as far as stems go, I like a bent stem, prefer a full bent, but even uh, quarter bends or half bends like this, I like too. And I don't have a particular favorite brand. What's the most expensive pipe I own? About 50 bucks. I honestly couldn't afford anything more than that. It's very rare that I even buy a new pipe, and when I do, it's usually in the $25 range. What's my favorite type of tobacco? That one's simple. I like English and plain Virginias. I don't go for aromatics that much. There are a few aromatics that I do like, but they're far apart. Two Friends Celtic Mist is one of them that I really like. And as far as English goes, 10 Russians is my favorite. And Orlet Golden Slice is my favorite Virginia. What led me to smoking the pipe? Well, at about 13, I started chewing. And I chewed till I was 18, and I took up cigarettes. Mom was a smoker. She didn't like the idea of me smoking cigarettes. So she bought me a pipe. She said, smoke this, it's got a good smell to it. And I did every now and then. Really didn't take to it because I live in a very rural area. There was really no place around to get quality pipe tobaccos. You would get stuff like Middleton Cherry, Carter Hall, half and half, and stuff like that. It really didn't sit well with me, so I smoked cherry every now and then about 10 years ago, I got a sample from a friend of mine of Sterling Tobacco's 1776 Tavern, and boy, I took to that like a duck to water. It really opened my eyes to other tobaccos out there that I didn't know about. So I started trying other Englishes and different strengths of Englishes, and then a sample of Orlick Golden Slice came my way. I took a liking to that, so that's when I took up smoking the pipe full time. Did I grow up with a lot of pipe smokers in my family? No, I didn't. My grandfather, my mother, and my grandmother were all smokers. My father didn't smoke anything, so I'm do believe actually the first one in my family that I know of that has smoked a pipe. I did have an uncle that smoked cigars, and I remember as a kid loving the smell of that, but never really got into cigars. Occasionally, I do like to have one if I'm out someplace and there's a uh, cigar bar or cigar shop with a well-stocked humidor that carries really good quality stuff. I'm a fan of the Onyx cigars, so I'll wander in there every now and then and have one. What do I drink when I smoke a pipe? Kind of varies. Um, Usually tea, hot tea or coffee. Um, but like tonight, it's a rough night, so it's my little treat night. Got me a little knockoff generic Mountain Dew here. You know, I don't drink much pop, but I mostly drink tea or coffee with my pipes. Other than pipes, what hobbies do I have? Um, I collect things, mainly Native American artifacts. I have a thing for arrowheads. It started when I was a kid, about 8 years old, growing up in the woods. Right across the street from my house was about 90 acres of farm field, and I would play in that field, especially like in the spring before he planted, when he just plowed the field. And I was about 8 years old, and I found my first arrowhead. And then Dad was doing some work putting in a new well house, and he was digging, and there was a pile of dirt, and I found uh, a couple arrowheads and an axe head in that pile of dirt, and that kind of started me into collecting that, and I've been doing that since I was 8 years old. Why do I do reviews on YouTube? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. In one of my other videos, I kind of touched on this. Um, One, I'm socially retarded. Whatever comes to my mind, I just fucking say it. I don't think about it, it just comes out. Two, I suffer with severe anxiety being around people. Even going grocery shopping is very rough with me. So if I have to go shopping alone, I do it 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody's in the store. If I have to go to the day, it is hell on me. I get real bad anxiety attacks. I also suffer from type 1 bipolar and severe depression. So doing these videos is kind of therapeutic for me. A lot of times I'll do a video when I feel a panic attack's coming on. It's something that's keeping my mind busy, and it helps with the panic attack subsiding, um, where I don't notice it as much, where it don't seem to last as long, because I'm trying to think about what I'm saying and what I'm doing and concentrating more on this right here than, the little prehistoric lizard part of my brain that goes fuck you and goes all crazy on me. Um, so that's the main reason I started doing videos. What do I smoke most often? Some of you guys are going to not like seeing this. Some of you guys might even say fuck you and hate me. I don't care. But most often, this is what I smoke. High card gold pipe tobacco. Now, I know this ain't pipe tobacco, it's cigarette tobacco. But I'm in the middle of a disability case, so my budget is not very tobacco friendly. You know, getting a $5 pouch of even an over the counter blend is a luxury for me, to where this $5 bag will last me the whole month. Is it the greatest thing in the world? No, it's a can of smoking cigarettes. I'm not real fond of it, don't care for the taste, but it is what it is. You make do with what you got. But tonight I'm lucky I had some extra funds, and I have this, and it's in a jar now. But if you're wondering what it is, I've already did a review on it. It's a Amphora original blend. Um, really taking a liking to it. It's not, I can't say it's my favorite. I'd still prefer good Virginia or good English, but it's better than that other shit. Um, in some of my other videos, I talked about my disabilities, and I've had questions to ask to elaborate on it a little bit more. I've had a failed back surgery, left me in a lot more pain than I was before the surgery, and nerve damage. So my legs go numb. It's quite difficult to stand or sit for long periods of time. I have to rotate about every 20 minutes, 15 minutes on a real bad day. On a good day, 20 minutes, maybe push it to a half hour before I would have to go to sitting to standing or standing to sitting, and vice versa. Can also say applying for disability and the Social Security Administration, the way they drag their feet's a real joke. They really don't care if somebody survives or not, but I'm surviving. I'm not dying here yet. You know, um, trying to think of some other questions that have been asked of me a lot. I think that's about it. If you have any ideas or any questions that you'd like answered or want an opinion on something, please leave me a comment. And I know I don't get a lot of comments on my videos. I wish I did. I'd love to read the comments and answer any questions any of you might have. And the questions don't even have to be about pipe related things or anything. I mean, it could be something silly. It would just give me a chuckle and to answer and interact with you all. I hope you all are doing well, and I'm going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was nothing much. It was nothing great, but now you know a little bit more about me. And drop me a comment. Tell me a little something about you. Let me get to know all you guys better. Take care. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.